Good morning, good morning, good morning, ADDers and the people who have ADDers in their life. It is another fine morning and another great adventure ahead of us. Adventures end in ADD. So I'm supposed to start at 7, and I was late scheduling this live event, and for some reason Facebook wouldn't let me schedule it at 7 a.m. because I guess it was too close to 7 a.m. So I did not plan ahead. I did not schedule my time well. I've been busy, but didn't schedule my time priority wise to get this event scheduled. I need to schedule it as soon as this event is over. I need to schedule for tomorrow. You have to schedule every live event with Facebook, and they only let you schedule one at a time. So as soon as we are done today, I am going to schedule tomorrow. Now, yesterday, I don't know if anybody tuned in to ADD Live at 7 and 7, but I was in Times Square on a little electioncation, and I could not, for the life of me, activate on my phone the live event at 7 that I had scheduled. So I had to go to my personal page. But that was really great fun because I walked around Times Square, walked up to all the very sad theaters that are closed and restaurants that are closed. And so everybody who's a friend could potentially jump on. And I had tons and tons of folks hopping on, hopping off. But it was like everybody could spend a morning in New York, which most people have not been able to do since the pandemic. So I'm going to do that now every Sunday. CYC Sunday. And I'm going to go somewhere in one of the boroughs and just have our live session in the ADD capital of the world. Especially Times Square. It's not just an amazing location on the planet. It is an ADD brain going 24/7. And I think that's why ADDers love it. So at 7, not, sorry. I feel like my name is Earl. My name is Steve, and I have to apologize. I'm on an ADD apology tour in 7 minutes. So I think I have like 4 minutes. We are unfiltered. Oh. We are unashamed. I pulled that one up too soon. And we are unafraid. No. We're always a little afraid with ADD, and so are the people who are in our lives. They're always afraid, especially when we try to cross the street. So last time we asked, are you a loser? Are you a loser of things? But you know what? People with ADD, we lose people too. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to actually share some stories of actually losing people physically. And it's terrifying and actually tragic in some cases. Like, it actually happens that due to ADD, people actually lose other people physically. It's kind of terrible. But also fascinating about the ADD brain. But I'm just talking about losing people in a story. So, apology number 2, my name is Earl, my name is Steve. My poor husband is always trying to like follow me, and I go from A to D and I skip B and C. And then when he asks questions, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not following? What do you mean I lost you? Well, either I never explained B and C, or I don't know if this is an ADD moment or a H52 moment. Either I never explained it or I didn't explain it clearly enough. Okay? So classic ADDers in telling a story will jump from plot line A to D, and then the person is like, often will like say, oh, I'm sorry, I don't understand. And then the ADDer's like, no, I want to explain that a little bit. here's the sort of thought for the day. When an ADDer looks really frustrated or really annoyed, don't assume that they're upset with you. You should assume that they're upset with themselves or they're upset with ADD, because if you're having what I call an ADD attack, which comes like 50 to 100 times a day, it can last a minute, a few minutes, where you're just totally diffused. It's hard to form words. It's actually painful to put words together and then get them out of your mouth. This has to do with this phenomena with ADDers, where there are a lot more steps to accomplish any goal for an ADDer than a non-ADDer. And so when we've said something and then we get information, feedback that it wasn't clear, we go into panic mode because we don't know that we're going to be able to go back and form the words that are needed. So maybe it's not about you. Maybe it's about the ADDer who's just really upset with themselves and frustrated. Now, this is just an explanation. It's not an excuse. So ADDers, you need to be more patient. And when you get that feedback that someone is lost, that you've lost them, you need to breathe and you need to go back and explain B and C before you continue on with D. So that's my tip. Non-ADDers, don't assume that the ADDer is annoyed with you when you tell them that they've lost you. They're probably annoyed with themselves that they can't be clear, that they think they're being clear, but they're not. And don't forget, ADD is a gift. Oh, it is a maddening gift. But it is also an amazing gift because we kind of just spontaneously put things together, like one night electioncations in New York City, where you end up with a free room and just hang out in a sad, deserted, but also kind of cool, deserted city. The end. See you tomorrow.